Hello Vita, good morning. Today we are discussing about your third lesson revision, discovering truth. The Caesar continues. Discovery to the Caesar continues is a chapter which gives us an in-depth insight, in-depth knowledge of Tutankhamun, the last ruler of the powerful Pharaoh dynasty in Egypt. He was a teenager when he died. His death was a mystery. Some speculated that he was murdered. He ruled in Egypt and its empire for centuries. In 1922, his tomb was discovered by Harvard Carter, a British archaeologist. After 80 years, he was taken from his resting place for CT scan, which offers to solve the mystery of his life and death by creating a forensic reconstruction. Tut's father or grandfather, Amenhotep III, was a very powerful pharaoh, very powerful king who ruled over a period of 40 years. His son, Amenhotep IV, thrived him and began the strangest period in the history of Egypt. He promoted the worship of god Aten, the sun disk. He changed his name to Akhenaten, meaning servant of Athens, meaning servant of sun. He also moved the religious capital from Thebes to the new city of Akhenaten, called Amarna. Further, he attacked Amun, a god, smashed his images, and closed his temples. Another mysterious ruler succeeded him who died soon. Next, Tutankhamun, also known as Tut, sat on the throne and ruled for 9 years. He worshipped god Amun in the old ways. However, he died mysteriously. When Tut's mummified body was discovered, when Tut's dead body was discovered, he was led with a lot of gold, wealth, everyday items like a bronze razor, games, clothes, cases of food and wine. Carter discovered him after searching for many years. After researching on the treasures, he decided to investigate his three nested coffins. Some parts of the tooth treasure in the tomb were already looted. His tomb was rock cut, 26 feet underground, which had wall paintings. On the other coffin, Tooth's face was gilded. In the first coffin, he found the garlands of olive, lotus petal, and corn flowers. These are found in the month of April. It showed that he was buried in the month of March or April, the third and the final coffin put into travel. The resins used to cement to the bottom of the solid gold coffin was hardened enough, making it impossible to move. He put the coffin in the sun for several hours in hope for the resins loosen up, but it didn't work. Finally, he removed the resins with the help of chisel and hammer. Carter felt he didn't have any other choices as to if he had not cut the mummy from limb to limb, and thieves would have looted the gold. His men first removed his head, then they cut off every joint. After removing the body parts, they placed it on the layer of sand in a wooden box and put it at the original place. In 1968, the mummy was x-rayed by an anatomy professor, revealed few facts. His breastbone and front ribs were missing. Later on January 5, 2009, tooth was taken for computer tomography scan, which takes hundreds of x-rays and creates a three-dimensional image. The night of the scan, the workmen carried his body from the tomb in box. They climbed ramp and stair and lifted it on a hydraulic trailer that held the scanner. The scanner stopped working, which paused the procedure. After using a pair of spare fans, the scan was finally done. After 3 hours, his body was taken back to his tomb, where his body is resting in peace. Okay, thank you. This is your revision lecture. I hope you understand this, and you should all ready for test on Tuesday for this chapter.